Welcome back to Garden Crafts, where simple projects bring big changes to your home. Today we're adding both function and charm to your bathroom with the DIY rustic wooden bathroom shelf. Bathrooms are often small spaces, and storage can be a challenge. Instead of cluttering counters with toiletries and towels, imagine a sleek wooden shelf hanging above the sink or next to the mirror. It not only creates space, but also adds a rustic farmhouse feel that makes the bathroom cozy and stylish. The process is simple and beginner-friendly. Start with reclaimed or natural wooden planks. Their imperfections and grain patterns add character. Sand them down lightly, then stain or coat them to protect against moisture. Pair the wood with black or bronze metal brackets for that rustic industrial vibe. Mount the shelf securely to the wall, ensuring it can hold daily essentials. Once installed, the fun part begins, styling. You can roll up towels and stack them neatly, add a candle or diffuser for a spa-like feel, or place small potted plants to bring a fresh, natural touch. Jars filled with cotton balls, soaps, or bath salts complete the look while keeping everything organized. What makes this project special is its mix of utility and design. A simple shelf turns into a statement piece that transforms the atmosphere of your bathroom. It proves that you don't need an expensive renovation to create a warm, inviting space. Just a piece of wood, a little creativity, and a few minutes of work. Welcome back to Garden Crafts, where everyday items turn into stylish and practical creations. Today we'll make a small but powerful upgrade for your bathroom. The DIY mason jar toothbrush holder. We all know the struggle of cluttered counters, toothbrushes lying around, toothpaste rolling into the sink. But with a simple mason jar, you can create a toothbrush holder that keeps everything neat, adds charm to your space, and costs almost nothing. The process is simple. Start with a mason jar and a metal lid. Cut or drill small holes in the lid to fit toothbrush handles. Place the lid back on, and suddenly you have a hygienic, organized holder. If you want extra creativity, spray paint the lid in matte black, gold, or bronze for a stylish finish. You can also decorate the jar with twine, chalk paint, or rustic labels to match your bathroom's theme. What makes this DIY project so special is its versatility. Place one jar for toothbrushes, another for toothpaste or razors, and maybe even a third for cotton swabs. It's not just storage. It's a little design accent that ties your bathroom together. And the beauty of mason jars is their durability and timeless charm. They fit perfectly in farmhouse, rustic, or even minimalist bathrooms. Guests who see them will notice that little touch of creativity that makes your home feel warm and thoughtful. This isn't just a toothbrush holder. It's a statement of sustainability and style. You've taken something simple and given it a new life with purpose. Welcome back to Garden Crafts, where simple ideas bring elegance into everyday life. Today's project is sleek, modern, and surprisingly easy to make. The DIY concrete soap dish. A soap dish might seem like a small detail, but it can completely change the look of your bathroom. Instead of flimsy plastic or expensive store-bought pieces, you can create a custom dish from concrete that feels solid, minimal, and stylish. The process starts with making a mold. You can use a small plastic container, or even repurpose packaging you already have. Mix quick-drying cement with water until smooth, then pour it into the mold. If you want drainage grooves, place small sticks or straws in the mix before it hardens. Let it set, remove the mold, and sand the edges for a smooth finish. The result is a soap dish that looks like it belongs in a high-end spa. You can leave the raw concrete for an industrial vibe or polish, and seal it for a modern, glossy look. If you want to add personality, mix in pigment powders for color or embed small stones and shells for texture. What makes this project special is a combination of practicality and design. Concrete is durable, water-resistant, and heavy enough to stay in place. It's a perfect example of how DIY can transform simple materials into elegant, functional objects. Every time you wash your hands and see the soap resting on your handmade dish, you'll feel a little spark of pride. Something so small can make your bathroom feel modern and intentional. Welcome back to Garden Crafts, where creativity transforms simple materials into functional beauty. Today's project brings rustic charm and smart storage to your bathroom. The DIY pallet towel rack. Towels are an everyday necessity, yet they often end up cluttering counters or draped across chairs. With this project, you can organize them neatly while adding a warm farmhouse touch to your bathroom. And the best part? It's made from pallets, free, recycled wood that tells its own story. The build begins with finding a sturdy pallet. After sanding it smooth, cut it to size depending on your wall space. The natural gaps between slats are perfect for holding rolled towels, while hooks can be added for hanging hand towels or robes. You can leave the wood raw for a rustic vibe, stain it darker for an industrial look, or paint it white for a clean farmhouse feel. Once mounted, the rack becomes more than storage. It's a centerpiece. Rolled towels stacked between pallet slats look spa-like, while candles, plants, or jars of bath salts add charm to the display. With minimal effort, your bathroom turns into a cozy retreat. What makes this project so special is its sustainability. Instead of buying factory-made furniture, you're giving discarded wood a second life. Every dent, grain, and texture adds authenticity, making your bathroom feel unique and personal. This towel rack isn't just practical. It's a reminder how DIY can blend function, style, and eco-friendliness into one project. Welcome back to Garden Crafts, the place where ordinary materials are transformed into extraordinary designs. Today, we're bringing rustic charm and coastal elegance to your bathroom with the DIY rope mirror frame. Mirrors are more than just functional. They're statement pieces that shape the mood of a room. By framing a simple mirror with rope, you can instantly create a nautical, farmhouse, or rustic aesthetic that feels handmade and warm. Best of all, it's budget-friendly and beginner-friendly. The process starts with a plain mirror. Round or square works, though round mirrors create a softer look. Using strong adhesive, carefully attach thick jute rope around the edges, layer by layer, until the frame looks full and textured. For added detail, you can braid smaller ropes and weave them into the design, giving the frame depth and character. Once complete, mount it on your bathroom wall. Against white tiles, the rope creates a striking contrast, bringing natural warmth to the space. Pair it with wooden shelves, plants, or woven baskets, and suddenly your bathroom feels like a cozy spa or a breezy beach house. What makes this project special is its versatility. A rope mirror fits seamlessly in rustic, bohemian, and even modern minimalist interiors. And because it's DIY, no two pieces are ever the same. Each knot and texture tells its own story. Every time you step into your bathroom and catch your reflection, you'll see not just yourself, but also a little touch of creativity and care that makes the space yours. Welcome back to Garden Crafts, where creativity meets sustainability. Today's project takes something old and forgotten and gives it a brand new purpose. The DIY recycled ladder towel hanger. Old ladders often end up gathering dust in sheds or thrown away, but with a little imagination, they can become unique and functional storage. By leaning a recycled wooden ladder against your bathroom wall, you instantly create a rustic towel rack that's both stylish and practical. The process is simple. Start with an old wooden ladder. The more weathered, the better, since its imperfections add character. Sand it lightly to smooth rough spots and seal it with a water-resistant finish to protect against bathroom humidity. Then, place it against the wall at a slight angle. No drilling or heavy installation is required. Just lean in style. Each rung becomes a hanger for towels. Larger bath towels can drape over the bottom steps, while smaller hand towels and washcloths fit perfectly higher up. You can even add hooks or baskets to the sides for extra storage. What makes this project so special is its eco-friendly charm. You're taking a tool that once served a hard-working purpose and giving it new life in a modern home. Its rustic texture and simplicity bring warmth, making your bathroom feel like a farmhouse spa. This DIY isn't just about saving space. It's about telling a story. Every time you hang a towel, you're reminded of how creativity can breathe new life into forgotten things. Welcome back to Garden Crafts, where small projects make a big difference in your home. Today's DIY brings style, storage, and simplicity into your bathroom. The DIY floating vanity shelf. Vanities are often bulky, taking up precious floor space in bathrooms. But a floating shelf design changes everything. By mounting a sturdy wooden shelf directly to the wall, you create a modern and airy vanity that feels open, stylish, and practical, perfect for small bathrooms or anyone looking for a minimalist upgrade. The process begins with choosing the right wood. A solid plank like oak, teak, or even reclaimed wood works beautifully. After sanding and sealing it for moisture protection, install hidden brackets or heavy-duty wall supports to make the shelf appear as if it's floating. The result is sleek and uncluttered, with no visible supports. Once installed, style with essentials and accents: a soap dispenser, toothbrush holder, rolled towels, or even a small plant. Pair it with a mirror above and LED lighting below for a spa-like atmosphere. You can even build in a second tier for extra storage without sacrificing the minimalist look. What makes this project so special is the way it transforms a bathroom. The floating design gives the illusion of more space while still being functional. It's modern yet versatile, fitting seamlessly into rustic, industrial, or contemporary interiors depending on how you finish it. This isn't just storage, it's design. A floating vanity shelf turns an ordinary bathroom into a stylish retreat where practicality meets creativity. Welcome back to Garden Crafts, where ordinary materials are transformed into clever solutions. Today's project is fun, cheap, and super practical: the DIY PVC pipe toothbrush organizer. Toothbrush clutter is something every bathroom struggles with. Cups and holders get messy, and counters feel disorganized. But with just a few pieces of PVC pipe, you can create a modern, durable, and easy-to-clean organizer that looks like it came from a design store. The process starts with cutting PVC pipe into small sections, each just tall enough to hold a toothbrush or toothpaste tube. Sand the edges smooth for safety and aesthetics. Arrange the pieces vertically, either glued together into a honeycomb shape or mounted onto a wooden base for a rustic meets modern vibe. Paint them white for a clean minimalist look, black for industrial style, or even bright colors for a playful touch. Once complete, the organizer becomes a centerpiece for your bathroom counter. Each toothbrush has its own dedicated slot, keeping everything hygienic and tidy. You can scale the design depending on your family's needs: a small set for 2 people or a larger one for a full household. What makes this project stand out is its balance between affordability and creativity. PVC is inexpensive, waterproof, and easy to work with, yet the final product looks sleek and professional. Plus, you're repurposing construction material into home decor, which adds a layer of ingenuity. Every morning, when you grab your toothbrush from its neat little slot, you'll feel that extra spark of satisfaction knowing you built it yourself. Welcome back to Garden Crafts, where creativity and nature meet to transform everyday spaces. Today, we're creating something simple yet elegant: the DIY bamboo bath mat. Most of us use fabric mats in the bathroom, but they often get soggy, trap moisture, and wear out quickly. Bamboo, on the other hand, is durable, water-resistant, and naturally stylish, turning your bathroom into a spa-like retreat. The process starts with bamboo slats or recycled bamboo sticks. Cut them into equal lengths, then sand them smooth to avoid splinters. Arrange the slats side by side with small gaps in between for drainage. Secure them with cross-support pieces underneath, either using with glue, screws, or even strong rope binding for a rustic look. Finish by applying a waterproof sealant to protect against humidity. Once complete, the bamboo mat looks beautiful and feels refreshing under your feet. Water flows through the gaps instead of soaking in, keeping your bathroom clean and hygienic. The natural texture of bamboo brings warmth and relaxation, making every step feel like part of the spa experience. What makes this project special is its eco-friendliness. Bamboo is a renewable resource, lightweight and biodegradable. So not only are you upgrading your bathroom, but you're also making a sustainable choice. You can customize the design to match your style. Keep it simple and minimal for a modern look, or stain the bamboo darker for a rustic feel. Add anti-slip pads underneath for extra safety. Welcome back to Garden Crafts, where creativity and nature bring life to your home. Today's DIY adds freshness, greenery, and a touch of relaxation to your bathroom: the DIY hanging plant shelf. Bathrooms are often overlooked when it comes to decor, but they can be transformed into spa-like retreats with something as simple as plants. By suspending a wooden shelf with ropes, you create a floating stage for greenery that thrives even in small spaces. It's stylish, functional, and surprisingly easy to make. The process starts with a sturdy wooden plank cut to size. Drill holes in each corner and thread strong ropes through them. Secure knots under the plank, Then tie the ropes to a ceiling hook or a wall-mounted bracket. Make sure the shelf is level, and you've got a perfect platform for your plants. Choose plants that love humidity, like ferns, pothos, or peace lilies. Place them in small pots or hanging jars, and watch as they transform the atmosphere of your bathroom. Add trailing vines to create movement or succulents for a minimal, modern look. The beauty of this project lies in its versatility. You can hang one shelf as a subtle accent, or stack multiple tiers for a dramatic vertical garden. With the natural texture of rope and would pair with lush greenery, the result feels both rustic and refreshing. What makes this DIY special is how it turns an ordinary bathroom into a calming oasis. Each shower or bath becomes a retreat, surrounded by nature's touch. Welcome back to Garden Crafts, where forgotten objects are given new life. Today's project transforms something simple into something beautiful and practical. The DIY upcycled wine crate storage box. Wine crates, with their rustic wooden charm, are often tossed aside after use. But with a little creativity, they can become stunning storage solutions, especially in bathrooms where space and style go hand in hand. The process starts with finding a sturdy crate, whether from wine, fruit, or vintage markets. Sand it down to smooth rough edges, then seal it with a waterproof coat to protect against bathroom moisture. You can leave it raw for that authentic rustic look, stain it darker for an industrial vibe, or paint it white for a farmhouse feel. Once prepared, the crate becomes a versatile organizer. Place it on the floor beside the bathtub to store rolled towels, stack a few for larger storage needs, or even mount one on the wall as a rustic shelf. Fill it with jars of bath salts, candles, and plants for a spa-like aesthetic. What makes this DIY special is its combination of sustainability and design. Instead of buying new furniture, you're reusing what that already has history. Every mark and grain tells a story, making your bathroom feel unique and authentic. It's not just storage, it's atmosphere. A wine crate filled with neatly rolled towels invites relaxation, while its rustic character turns your bathroom into a cozy retreat. Welcome back to Garden Crafts, where we turn raw materials into beautiful, lasting designs. Today's project is bold, sleek, and surprisingly achievable. The DIY concrete bathroom countertop. Concrete may sound industrial, but when finished right, it creates a modern, minimalist look that feels both elegant and durable. In a bathroom, where surfaces face water in daily use, concrete becomes a perfect material, strong, customizable, and stylish. The process begins with building a mold that fits your sink area. Using plywood and sealed edges, you pour in a mix of cement and water, making sure it's smooth and even. Reinforcement like wire mesh can be added for extra strength. Once cured, the slab is sanded and polished until silky smooth. Apply a sealant to protect it from water stains, and suddenly you've got a countertop that looks like it belongs in a designer spa. The beauty of concrete is in its flexibility. You can keep it raw gray for an industrial feel, tint it with pigments for warmer tones, or polish it to a glossy finish for a modern vibe. Each countertop is unique, with subtle variations in texture and tone that make it truly one of a kind. What makes this project special is its balance of affordability and luxury. Store-bought stone countertops can cost a fortune, but concrete gives you the same durability and elegance at a fraction of the price, and with your personal touch. Every morning when you wash your face or brush your teeth, you'll be greeted by a surface you built yourself, solid, sleek, and made to last. Welcome back to Garden Crafts, the channel where simple ideas bring warmth and creativity into your home. Today's project is small but clever, and add a rustic charm that will surprise anyone who steps into your bathroom. The DIY rope-hanging toilet paper holder. Toilet paper holders are often the last thing we think about when designing a bathroom. Yet, with just a thick rope, a metal hook, and a bit of imagination, you can turn this ordinary object into a stylish accent piece. The process couldn't be simpler. Take a piece of natural jute rope, thick enough to support the roll, and thread it through a metal ring or hook. Tie secure knots on both ends, leaving just enough space for a toilet paper roll to slide in. Mount the hook on the wall, loop the rope, and you create a functional yet decorative piece. What makes this DIY so appealing is its rustic aesthetic. The rough texture of the rope against a bathroom wall, whether tiled, painted, or wooden, creates a cozy farmhouse vibe. Pair it with other natural elements like bamboo mats, wooden shelves, or potted plants, and suddenly your bathroom feels like a retreat. Beyond style, this project is practical. It's easy to make, easy to replace rolls, and sturdy enough to last. And because it's made with basic materials, it costs almost nothing. A perfect example of how creativity doesn't require a big budget. Imagine guests smiling when they see a rope instead of standard holder, asking, "Did you make this yourself?" That's the joy of DIY, turning simple details into moments of delight. Welcome back to Garden Crafts, the channel where comfort and creativity meet. Today's DIY project is a perfect companion for relaxation. The DIY wooden bathtub tray with phone holder. Imagine coming home after a long day, filling the tub with warm water, and placing a handcrafted wooden tray across it. Suddenly, your bathroom transforms into a spa, offering a place of candles, a favorite drink, and even your phone or book. It's not just functional, it's indulgent. The process begins with selecting a sturdy piece of wood, long enough to span your bathtub. Sand the surface until it's smooth to the touch, then add a protective waterproof finish. For extra convenience, carve a slot for your phone or tablet, so you can enjoy videos or music while you soak. You can also create shallow grooves for a wine glass or cup, preventing spills and making your bath time feel luxurious. What makes this project special is how customizable it is. You can choose rustic reclaimed wood for a farmhouse feel, or polished hardwood for a modern spa look. Add handles on each side for easy lifting, or rubber grips underneath, so the tray stays steady while in use. Beyond its beauty, this tray is practical. It keeps your essentials within reach, prevents items from falling into water, and turns ordinary baths into moments of self-care. Guests who see it will instantly admire the craftsmanship, and you'll feel proud knowing it was made by your own hands. Welcome back to Garden Crafts, the place where everyday materials are reborn into useful treasures. Today's DIY project is practical, rustic, and stylish. The DIY pallet bathroom cabinet. Wooden pallets are often discarded after transport, but with little vision, they can be transformed into furniture that feels handmade and meaningful. In the bathroom, where storage is essential, a pallet cabinet brings both character and functionality. The process begins by dismantling a pallet and selecting the best planks. Sand each piece to smooth out rough edges. Then assemble a rectangular frame for the cabinet body. Add shelves inside, size to hold toiletries, rolled towels, or even decorative jars. For a finishing touch, attach a door made from pallet wood, or leave it open for a rustic shelf look. Apply a protective varnish to resist moisture, and your cabinet is ready. What makes this project unique is its charm. The natural imperfections of pallet wood, knots, textures, and subtle color variations add a rustic authenticity that store-bought cabinets often lack. You can customize it further by staining the wood dark for an industrial edge, painting it white for a farmhouse style, or even leaving it raw for a rugged feel. Beyond storage, the pallet cabinet becomes a statement piece. Guests will notice it immediately, asking about its origin, and you'll smile knowing it came from something once destined for the trash. This project is more than building furniture. It's about sustainability, creativity, and the satisfaction of making something with your own hands. Welcome back to Garden Crafts, where creativity meets comfort in the simplest ways. Today's DIY project blends function and beauty with a bohemian twist. The DIY macrame hanging shelf for toiletries. Macrame has long been loved for its handcrafted charm, and in a bathroom, it introduces a cozy boho vibe that feels warm and inviting. By pairing macrame knots with a wooden plank, you create a unique hanging shelf that is both decorative and practical. The process begins with choosing a strong cotton cord. You'll cut long lengths, fold them over a wooden ring, and start knotting square knots, half hitches, and patterns that feel right for your style. Once your macrame design is complete, thread the cord through holes in a wooden plank, tying secure knots underneath to hold it steady. The result is a shelf that hangs gracefully, ready to hold jars, candles, or daily toiletries. What makes this project special is its artistry. Each knot tells a story of patience and creativity. Even beginners can achieve stunning results, as macrame's beauty lies in its handmade imperfections. Pair it with a light wooden plank for a minimalist look or dark wood for bold contrast. In use, The shelf is more than just storage, it's atmosphere. Imagine washing your hands while looking at a shelf adorned with soft cotton ropes, scented candles, and a small potted plant. It feels less like a bathroom and more like a retreat. Welcome back to Garden Crafts, the channel where every inch of your home can shine with creativity. Today's project is perfect for bathrooms with limited space. The DIY Small Space Corner Shelf Organizer. Corners in bathrooms are often left unused, yet they hold so much potential. By adding a simple triangular shelf, you transform wasted space into smart storage that feels both functional and stylish. This DIY project proves that even the smallest nooks can become beautiful. The process begins with measuring your corner carefully. Cut a wooden board into a triangle that fits snugly into place. Sand the edges smooth, then apply a finish. You might choose natural wood for a warm, rustic vibe, or paint it white for a clean, modern look. Mount it using sturdy brackets or hidden wall supports, and just like that, you've created extra storage without cluttering the floor. What makes this DIY so valuable is its practicality. A corner shelf can hold toiletries, rolled towels, jars of bath salts, or even decorative accents like candles and plants. If space allows, you can stack multiple tiers, creating a vertical organizer that looks like it belongs in a designer bathroom. Beyond function, there's beauty in how it elevates a bathroom's design. The triangular shape feels intentional, not just practical, and adds symmetry and balance to a small space. Guests may never realize how easy it was to build. They'll simply admire the elegance of your bathroom. Welcome back to Garden Crafts, where sustainability meets creativity. Today's project is simple, elegant, and incredibly useful. The DIY recycled glass jar cotton ball holder. Glass jars are one of the most versatile items we often throw away without a second thought. Yet, with just a little polish and imagination, they can become chic storage pieces that fit beautifully in any bathroom. This project is not just about organization, but about turning everyday waste into timeless decor. Start by choosing a glass jar, perhaps from old jam, pickles, or coffee. Wash it thoroughly, remove the label, and let it dry. If you want a clean, modern look, keep the jar plain. For something more decorative, paint the lid in metallic tones like gold or silver, or wrap the jar with jute twine or lace for a rustic touch. Once decorated, fill it with cotton balls, cotton pads, or even Q-tips. Place it on a bathroom shelf or counter, and instantly your essentials are organized in a stylish, eco-friendly way. What makes this DIY so special is its accessibility. Everyone has glass jars lying around, and turning them into functional storage not only saves money, but also reduces waste. Plus, they're easy to customize to your bathroom style, whether modern farmhouse or boho chic. Imagine reaching for a cotton ball and feeling a little spark of pride knowing that the jar holding it was upcycled by your own hands. Small details like this bring warmth and character to your bathroom, making it feel truly yours. Welcome back to Garden Crafts, the channel where comfort meets creativity. Today's DIY project adds both style and function to your bathroom. The DIY wooden slatted shower bench. A shower bench is more than just furniture. It's a place to sit, a space for towels, or a surface for self-care items. With a slatted design, this bench brings a spa-inspired feel into your bathroom, making every shower or bath feel like a retreat. The process starts with selecting a durable wood. Teak, cedar, or bamboo are perfect since they resist moisture. Cut the wood into planks for the legs, frame, and slatted top. Assemble the frame securely, then attach the slats with even spacing so water can drain easily. Sand everything until smooth, and finish with a waterproof sealant to ensure the bench lasts for years. Once complete, the bench transforms the atmosphere of your bathroom. Place it inside the shower for seating, or just outside as a convenient spot for towels, candles, or baskets. The natural wood grain against tile or stone creates a beautiful contrast, bringing warmth into a typically cold space. What makes this DIY so special is its dual purpose. It's not only practical, but also decorative. Guests will admire it as a piece of furniture, while you'll appreciate its everyday usefulness, whether for relaxing, shaving, or simply enjoying a spa-like moment in your own home. Welcome back to Garden Crafts, where small changes create big transformations. Today's DIY is modern, sleek, and guaranteed to elevate your bathroom. The DIY LED mirror frame. Lighting plays a huge role in how a bathroom feels. A plain mirror is functional, but when surrounded by soft LED light, it becomes a statement piece that adds luxury and sophistication. This project is simple enough for beginners, yet the results look like high-end design. The process starts with choosing a mirror, round, square, or rectangular, depending on your space. On the back, attach LED strip lights evenly around the edges. Many LED strips come with adhesive backing, making installation easy. For safety, choose waterproof LED lights designed for bathrooms. Connect them to a plug or USB power source, and you'll instantly see the glow come to life. The effect is stunning. Soft light frames your reflection, perfect for applying makeup, shaving, or simply enjoying a calming atmosphere. You can even choose LEDs with color-changing options, setting the mood to warm white for relaxation or bright daylight for clarity. What makes this project special is its accessibility. Store-bought LED mirrors can cost hundreds, but with a DIY approach, you achieve the same look at a fraction of the price. Plus, you can customize brightness and color to fit your style. Imagine walking into your bathroom at night, greeted by the gentle halo of your glowing mirror. It feels modern, cozy, and a little magical. That's the beauty of creating something yourself. Luxury within reach.